Shouldn't have drank at that time. Oh, all right. That was bad timing. Hi, anyone who's watching this, what you're watching is a game that was arranged through the Gauntlet, a community on the internet that gets together and plays cool tabletop role-playing games online. Basically, you can find them at gauntlet-rpg.com, where you'll find lots of cool stuff, like blogs, forums, podcasts, their monthly zine codex, which has supplements to original games and original games itself. There's also the Hangouts calendar, to which this game's arranged. This is session 9 of our Masks Quarterly. 9 out of 13. We are at the last third of this run through the playset known as the Suits. For those who don't know, Masks, new generation, powered by the apocalypse, teenage superheroes, figuring yourself out, identity, whilst punching people who may or may not have deserved it. Well, because you're teenagers, everyone you punch always deserved it, until like the moment the punch fishes connected and you realize, oh, maybe they didn't deserve it, because maturity always comes too late to teenagers, especially super heroic teenagers with superpowers. Yeah, let's kind of reintroduce folks who are here. We've got everyone who's returning from Prospect City, one who's been here, who hasn't been here for a while, one who's been gone for a month, and two who have kind of been here from the start. All 8, well, not all 8 of those sessions, but a gigantic chunk of those sessions. So let's go by the order of the character keeper, and yeah, let's as we open, before we get to the comic book stuff, let's just introduce ourselves and our characters. Let's go by the order of the character keeper from left to right. So we'll start with returning after being a month out of action. Alan, tell us about yourself and our soldier.
Yes, I'm Alan R. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing the soldier playbook. My name is Blonde, Jamie Blonde, call sign SULIT. SULIT is the call sign that A.E.G.I.S gave me. I'm on attachment from Her Majesty's Pursuivants in the UK. And it stands for Stuck Up, Limey in Trouble. I know that. I don't think they know I know that. And for the last period, Jamie has been on assignment elsewhere in A.E.G.I.S because as part of his attachment, he has to move through different areas. He's interested in getting as much credit as he can with A.E.G.I.S because he wants to. He's ambitious. The question is, what is he prepared to sacrifice for that ambition? That's Agent SULIT.
All right, and we'll get to we'll get to know what Agent SULIT's been doing in the interim in a moment. Up next, on a character keeper, using the custom playbook, the weapons. Sabine, tell us about the Serenade of Thorns.
Hello, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns. I'm playing the Serenade of Thorns. Serenade uses they, them pronouns. The Serenade of Thorns was given a cybernetic implant when they were very, very young. They grew up with that implant, and that implant makes them into an incredible fighter, like acrobatic, and they can channel energy blasts with the implant. I guess we've seen a bit of that. The Serenade of Thorns grew up with this cult somewhere in the mountains, I think the Himalaya mountains. They left them when they were ordered to kill their mentor, and ever since they have been scooped up by A.E.G.I.S and told that A.E.G.I.S would take care of them, or that A.E.G.I.S had a use for them, or a mix of both, I guess. And they've been involved in fighting this suit thing for, well, 7 of 8 sessions now. And they have learned a bit about life, about themselves, but not enough, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get there. We got 5 sessions left to see where they end up. Certainly, it's been a roller coaster ride. Our next character has also been in a bit of a ridiculous roller coaster ride. Robert, tell us about our delinquent. Oh God, another delinquent in Prospect City. Ugh.
Hi, I'm Rob. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Kevin Ryback, who goes by the call sign Loki. He is a teen genius who was previously the Brain Playbook and had a shame that he had created an AI which went rogue and tried to take over the world for humanity's own good. He's since come to an understanding with A.E.G.I.S, and things have gone quiet in that end, and he's decided that rules and playing by the book are for schmucks, and he is he's had a bit of a change of outlook recently.
Yeah, we'll explore that in a minute. And last but not least, character we only saw once, a criminal, one session, but now we have him back for 5. Eris, tell us about yourself and the newly rechristened Web.
So, name is Eris, he, him, and my character's name is Michael. He usually would go by Michael rather than Web or Purple or any of the others, but you know, when you're a superhero, you have to have some sort of superhero name. So right now he goes by Web because of the purple webs you would see around him when he burns and flares up with his powers. Not 100%, but what he's been up to, probably a lot of training on his powers, doing some nonsense. He likes using his powers, so he does not shy from throwing things, making people fall asleep and taking mental notes of them. Literally making notes of mental. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
All right. We've got some cleanup stuff to do with Web in terms of like connections, influence. But first, before we talk about that, we talk about safety tools first. Always good to have the conversation. I'll remind folks we have lines and veils in the character keeper. Lines are things that could happen. Can't happen. Sorry, I keep making this mistake recently. I don't know why. No, lines are things that can happen in fiction. We're not going to touch that. Veils are things that can happen in fiction, but we're not going to like focus on it. We'll fast forward, so to speak. Happen off screen. We're not going to linger on it. We also use the X card. Basically, if we do roll into a scene that makes folks uncomfortable for whatever reason, and it could be any reason whatsoever, you can say you want to X card that element, either on screen or on the chat or on the roll for your party. I'm going to ask some questions on what element's being X carded, but no one gets to question if it's used. We'll roll back if it's used and try something else. And finally, we have an open door policy. If for whatever reason folks need to step away from the table, whether there's an emergency or you're just more tired than you thought, you need to lie down, or if you really need to go, or you want to go pee or whatever, even for like 5 minutes, anyone can call a break at any time. All right, so for those who don't know, the Suits is a playset about trying to fight back against these shadowy interdimensional invaders, the titular Suits. Last month, we've had quite a bit of a breakthrough in that the Suits were forced out into the open with A.E.G.I.S itself doing a internal affairs investigation into how division and how these Suits got in. There was a lot of like sad groveling apologies from a lot of tired adults to teenagers. That all happened quite a bit. Yeah, but we've got 2 characters who were there, Serenade and Loki. But what about Agent SULIT? Now, I want a quick sentence. Actually, okay. Reason why I delayed putting up the hangout for this is because I was very frantically writing love letters, as mentioned. And you know what, feck it, I'll put them up. They're at the image board. Alan, if you want to check out Agent Sulit's one, and I'll cards on the table. This is my first time trying to write something like this, and it could all end poorly, or it could just be either nonsensical or game breaking. Do you mind if you read out yours?
Not at all. To test your metal, Agent Marcus Hyde, who is the head of Howell Division, or was, I'm not quite sure what his current status is, sent you on a fact-finding mission for Howell, looking into recent mysterious breaches, that's interdimensional breaches, I think, dotted along the American East Coast. As you uncover strange rumors of other dimensions in discontent, roll plus soldier. Okay, well, soldier is currently sitting at 2, I think. Just check that. Yes, soldier is 2. So I take 2d6 and roll it plus 2. Oh, that is 12. Now I'll read all the options out. On 10 plus, pick 2. On 79, pick 1. On a miss, the suits have noticed you. Well, happily, it seems the suits have not noticed me. On a 10, pick 2. And the options are: you uncover intel about Prospect City's denizens. Ask any question of the GM about the team's connections. You uncover intel about the suits. Ask any question of the GM about your interdimensional enemies. Training insight. Your mission has given you a much-needed experience. Take 2 potential. Validation. Success leads to confidence. Immediately shift your labels 2 times. Ooh, that's tempting. Okay, so I can choose 2.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, we know that Agent Sunday is a risk, at least, don't we? So I don't need to ask anything about her. Yeah, I want to know, I think, if I could. So the first one is, if you count him as a Prospect City denizen, ask any question of the GM about the team's connections. Now, the team is connected now to, I've forgotten her name, Edith Park. I want to know if Edith is safe, risk, or threat.
It's a good question.
In terms of Aegis's assessment.
That's yeah. For also mild correction. Her name's Enid.
Enid, sorry.
Yeah, I think. Ooh, you want to know if she's safe or risk, or
because I think I know that she has been spending time with Serenade of Thorns, and Serenade, I was her handler, her Aegis handler, before I was called away.
Alan, they use them pronouns. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon. They. That Serenade is spending time with her, and so I would like to know whether Serenade is at risk.
I think what you glean from kind of as you gather your intel, and you probably get some stuff from Agent Romero, and as you kind of come back from your mission and find out, how Division is kind of sinking under, you'll get kind of the stuff they had on Enid, which is she used to be a superhero named Glowtrain. She studied at Prospect Academy. There's some stuff that it's kind of loosey-goosey, and by loosey-goosey, I mean I'll let Agatha define that if she ever comes back to Prospect City. But what you get is that she's a massively powerful telepathic, which means she's a risk in the sense in that she is like a gigantic broadcasting antenna. And the thing is, it's Serenade probably no. Actually, no. Melkor was debriefed on this. She already was attacked by the suits once. She was kind of used as a conduit by the suits to attack Melkor / Farga Rocks. So in a sense, Enid is a risk, not because of who she is, although she is kind of still an asshole. But she can be used as a weapon, or a doorway to Serenade.
And I think the other one is I'll simply build on the experience and take 2 potential.
Cool. All right. So I've got a similar love letter thing for Webb. It's less stuff is on it because I was literally writing it like in 5 minutes. I'm transparent in how much this is a bit of a slapdash job. Anyone who's watching this who wants the GM, don't do what I do. do some actual prep instead of what the fuck have I been doing all day? See, I don't even know. I have no excuse. Do you mind reading out your love letter, Michael/Webb?
Of course. There. So, Agent Portia Corellius came calling to your life one day with an unusual request. Use your telepathic gift to root out a group of spooky interdimensional invaders from within A.E.G.I.S. I wonder who those are. As you help her piece together who's loyal to A.E.G.I.S and come into contact with the powers of the suit, roll plus freak. My freak would be 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You roll with your good stats.
We'll see about that. Oh, 8, 9, 10. Guess we're both crushing it. 10. So, on a 10 plus, generate 3 hold. On a 7 to 9, generate 2. On a mist, still generate 2, but the suits have noticed you. I guess they haven't.
No, turns out they're not good at this. Oh.
too strong for them. So on a 10 plus, generate 3 holds.
Use that hold anytime in this session or the next.
Use each hold to do any of the following. I could use the hold to generate 2 burn. I could ask questions about the suits. The GM will answer honestly. Ask a question about the world. The GM will answer honestly. Summon aid from known allies through a telepathic message, and immediately expel or shut down any suits from within the immediate area. Ooh, yeah, wonderful power there.
Yeah, well, like you said, you're powerful. And last time you talked to A.E.G.I.S, you called them weak, and Agent Corellius was like, "Yeah, you're not wrong." So yeah, you got those holds. So yeah, you don't have to use them now, but you can use them at any time. All right. So now that we kind of have a good sense of where everyone, of at least what Webb and Jamie have been doing, it's kind of like I get a quick snapshot of our other 2 characters, just like a quick one. Say like when we open the comic book, and see where everyone is at the moment. Where do we see Loki?
So I think Loki has returned to the scene of the greenhouse where they fought the suit last time. He's got his equipment there, and he's scanning, and he's like, he already got away.
Oh no, damn. That's a damn shame. I mean, you can try and track it down if you want, but we'll come back to that in a moment. I think I'll also ask Jamie and Webb where do we first see you all when we get to you. But like, yeah, that's kind of like, I'm imagining like, yeah, this issue is like, yeah, first couple panels, the first page, Loki at the park, damn, he got away. And then when we turn the page, Serenade, what do we see? Where do we see of you? What do we see of you?
I think Serenade would have tried to contact the girl carrying the Apocalypse Sonata, because she seemed to have some problems with her connection to this powerful thing, and I know something maybe about that, and I guess I just want to talk to her, because I don't know many people, like socially, I guess, and maybe talking to her can help me or her or both of us. I don't know. Maybe she thinks this is dumb and shuts me down. I don't know. But I'll try.
Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely like the panels we see is you. Are we at the Starbucks?
Yeah, we could be. Sure. Starbucks is fine.
Yeah, I think the first couple panels says, yeah, the 2, yeah, it's Serenade at an increasingly familiar spot, which is this Starbucks.
Yeah.
Melkor still is not there, sadly. I don't know what's up with him. But yeah, I think probably like it's you alone for a moment with like 2 cups of coffee already ready. And kind of like the panel kind of cuts to like you looking up, and then the panel at the end is like Ash looking no, she doesn't look fine. Her dad's kind of under investigation / in jail. So she looks tired. She's becoming a tired adult. Oh no.
Like Enid.
Yeah, add her to the pile. You either know tired adults or shitty adults. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your page. We
Yeah,
look.
my page.
Yeah. You look to the next page. We look to the next page. Our imaginary reader, and what do we see of Jamie as he's come back to Prospect City? And yeah, your greasy pole has been cut short.
It has. So I think we see Jamie in a public call box ringing the Home Office in London to brief them by hopefully an unmonitored line because they need to know what's going on over here and the fact that Aegis may not be a secure organization to share intelligence with. And then I think we see him hovering over the phone as if to ring, and we don't know who he's going to ring. Is he going to ring? Is he going to try and contact Serenade Thorns? Is he going to try and contact Kevin? Or is he just going to go to the office? I think we don't know yet.
All right. Probably want to cut back to him. Well, maybe we might know. But then, yeah, Michael. What do we see of you when we turn the page again? I think we're gonna stick with you for the moment.
It's a hard one because I have no idea. Probably is it day, night? What would it be?
Could be any. Like it is just like I think it's probably day actually. It's,
Day is probably at school then.
Yeah.
A rare sight. But he is at school. He doesn't fail tests because he just reads the answers from the teachers, and then he can't not read them, so he might as well. Yeah, so he's probably, he's probably cheating on a test right now.
Yeah, and I think as you're probably like writing down, and we see this in the comic book panel, as you're writing down like, yeah, I've got the answers. One of the like hallway monitors, I guess, comes in and whispers something to the teacher. Teacher looks stricken, points at you, Michael, and then kind of makes a thumb jerking motion to like get out there, to the out of here. And when you yeah.
Why? I know that I don't know, but still, why?
Principal's calling for you. Just go. Just go now.
I just start walking.
Yeah, the hallway monitor, who I'm imagining is a I don't know why I'm imagining him as like a 12-year-old runt. Voice is just breaking, and just even though you know the way to the principal's office, takes you there, and he's like, good luck, and sorry, that's my attempt at.
I don't believe in luck.
He looks at you very confusing and walks away. And you walk in the principal office. The principal's not there, but no, it's your good friend from A.E.G.I.S, Agent Corellios. And she's like, not dragging away or anything important, am I, Michael?
Just a physics test.
Nothing important then. Okay, cool.
No, not really.
I don't even know why they teach that sort of thing around here, especially when we can peer into interdimensional places where the laws of physics are up is left. I don't know why I even bother. It's ridiculous.
Well, for most people, I guess it's like Anyway, yeah. What do you need or want, or what are you doing here?
I'm thinking a lot of things, Michael. This whole What do you think about this whole suits thing? It's a bit of a big thing. Yeah, they're quite weird. They are, well, honestly, if you look at them holistically, they shouldn't be any more bog standard than your typical invasion from Svetnova Dread or attack of the killer star whale dimension. But the difference with those star whales and the starfishes and the automatons from the end of time is that they never got inside A.E.G.I.S. Or if they did, then they're incredibly good. But They didn't do what the suits did, which is get inside, talk to people, work with people. Some of our folks working with them, that's ridiculous. It's kept us on edge. I'm glad to know that at least you are having the time of your life. You can just, live your life and cheat in the physics test. And not that I am angry at you. It's just that you're in a nice spot.
Well, yeah, but what do I think about it? They must be either really smart or someone wants them in.
The problem with that is that there's always the third option, which is both of them.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
We've scoured what we can inside. My investigation's still ongoing, but there's... I told you before, A.E.G.I.S is big, leaky, unwieldy, confusing, and kind of hard to manage all at once. It's a bit of a terrible thing. And that whole... what the fuck did the Greeks say? Who watches the watch people? I don't know. That's the problem, isn't it?
So guns blazing didn't work, I guess.
No, because the thing is...
You don't know what to shoot.
Exactly. God, Michael, you're terribly smart. I
just know what you're thinking.
I know, but I'd rather believe that I'm flattering you, okay? Just give me this one thing.
Sure.
If you don't mind, like I said, A.E.G.I.S is big and unwieldy, and we can't have all our eyes at every spot. So I'm gonna need to ask a favor of you.
Sure. You should also consider Iron Fist. Bring A.E.G.I.S together and make it a little tighter, but that might take time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Time, effort, money. It all adds up. Well, okay, maybe not money, but it all adds up. We've got some. She looks at her fancy holographic wristwatch. We've got some loose ends, and we just need you to take a look and see. Well, if they're under suit, what the fuck's that jurisdiction? Under suits control, under suits influence. I think that's what they said. Not terribly sure whether they're still connected to all that.
If they walk with them, in other words.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fun thing is that, okay, I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Yeah, and normally, of course, we ask internal affairs, but they're stretched thin, and you are well suited to kind of judging these folks because they're your peers, teenagers, right?
Yeah.
That's what you are, right, Michael?
Well, I am, as far as I know.
As far as you know, all right. That sounds like a classic teenager. Okay. Right. Yeah, I need you to assess them with, I prefer maybe with your usual brilliant tact and wit and banter, but
easy peasy.
All right. And she kind of like put some things. She sent it to your email account, but you see like three faces familiar to our audience. One of them is familiar to you because you worked with them for like one mission. Involved going to an auction and fighting some robots. You get there's Jamie just back from his recent sojourn, looking way more MIB. There's Serenade, caught after they roundhouse kicked Agent Sunday into the next millennium, and there's Loki, who picture caught soon after he stabbed Agent Sunday after she got roundhouse kicked into the next millennium.
He did what?
Yeah. Just walked in, grabbed this mystical magical knife that you've had contact with, and just straight up shanked someone.
I kind of expected that. I have to admit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're someone who creates a homicidal AI who wants to destroy the world, you would have problems.
Well, it was supposed to be the smart guy, but when I was with him, he kept going to punch people. So it was totally expected he'll try to stab some.
Agent Corellius kind of leans over the desk and says, Michael, in A.E.G.I.S, I'm supposed to be the smart guy. The moral of the story is never trust smart guys.
Yeah. Unless you can read their minds. Or, break them into pieces or something. Yeah, then I don't care. But still, yeah.
Oh, we all that luxury. Anyway, okay, well, don't break these kids. I mean, they're kids. They're the same as you. Just don't.
I like Loki. He was cool.
Yeah, I guess he's cool. But look, just don't. Be gentle. She is trying to shift your labels. Because she's an adult. She has influence over you. And I just remembered that we need to figure out your influence or whether they have influence over you or whatnot. But we'll do that in a minute. Yeah, so let's go back. I haven't done this in a while. When someone with influence over you tells you who you are, how the world works, she is trying to shift your superior up and your danger down. She's telling you to do this. Be subtle. Be smart. Do you accept that or you reject that?
I'll do my best. I'll accept it.
Yeah, she kind of like just sighs like, please just do your best. Like, fucking this agency is going down the tubes. Anyway, where's your principal?
Where is the principal?
Sorry, say that again.
Where is my principal?
I'll get back to you on that. Go back to your test.
Sure. And I just kind of walk away.
All right. Okay.
Forget about myself.
God. All right. Let's kind of do a connection. So the thing is, this is kind of like with masks. People kind of know each other, especially since you're one who bounced in and out of A.E.G.I.S. But if you don't think these relationships make sense, that's fine as well. We don't have to fill them out. Same with influence. If okay, as a side note, if you want to kind of like have met some of these people for the first time, or you kind of know of them, or bumped into them.
Loki, so he has influence over me for sure. I don't know if I have over him, but he has over me because I find him cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You have influence over him. It's a holdover from the last time, from the last sheet you were all.
Long time ago.
Long time.
I don't know about agent SULIT and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
I don't care one bit about what some agent has to say.
Fair enough.
Some random agent from Britain.
If you want to keep it to that, that's fine. Let's say this is the first time you met any of these people.
Yeah, and Serenade, I know nothing about her, him, they. So it's like I have no idea. Like, we'll see.
Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, we can keep we'll gain and get influence when we do, and we'll keep those relationships blank for now. So all right, page turn, back to the park. Loki, you have you can try to track down this suit, the one that was making all the faces. The one that Ludo's character ripped into teeny tiny pieces.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna try and find it by like just the resonance of the of the knife, if see if it resonates with the suit's frequency.
Oh yeah, you have that fucking knife. You kept the knife. Okay, all right.
I'm giving it back to A.E.G.I.S.
No, you're not. Okay, all right. So this sounds like an assess. You've got the tool, certainly. I think with the knife, I'll give you a +1 for that, just to be nice.
Okay. Do you mind if I use, because I've got my masks dice from the Kickstarter, which I've never used, so I'm just going to use.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, we were playing on Saturday. I let Kyle use all that dice for Beam Saber. Don't they use that math dice?
Okay, so that's an 8. Assesses on superior, which is locked at 2, so that's a 10.
Fab. All right. Ask 2 questions.
Okay, so what here is the biggest threat?
Besides you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. You're at the greenhouse, yeah, where that fight last week happened. Again, the suits making all the horrible faces. Yeah, I think you can get the sense that, like, yeah, it looked like you were able to capture you nearly captured that suit because you knew it was going to reform here, but it managed to, like, reform another way. So you can definitely track down this specific suit, which is definitely the biggest threat, and you can track it towards the city for sure. I think what you're gonna get is that it was hopping from, like, body to body, and one of the things you glean from researching this through to figure out what's the biggest threat is that they can't really stay inside, people's minds for too long, unless, if folks aren't, aware of it. That's kind of why they started working with Marcus or with HAL Division for decades, because they needed a permission. Well, not permission, but, like, it's easier for them. That's why all the times people met suits, it's either, like, because they tied into a frequency, or there was, like, a giant broadcast antenna like Enid around. So you can kind of track down as it kind of hop from person to person, but it gets muddier once it gets to the city because, there's a lot of people. But you can kind of get a general sense thanks to, like, the knife and the D3 thing. You can get a sense of the general direction where they went. I'll tell you later, but you can ask more questions if you want. One more question.
Okay, how could we best end this quickly?
Oh, that's a big question. Well, one of the things you found out last session is that all the suits are connected to each other. You figured it out, that all the suits that you see, they're all kind of, like, budding off this gestalt entity, this, like, one big amalgam of horrible malignant suits power. So in true, like, but the thing is, this one suit here, you've kind of, like, yeah, you're gonna have to find the source for sure.
Okay.
Insert, like, preview of a final boss in silhouette in this comic book. Yeah.
So I'm going to keep trying to follow the readings, but and if I get a sense that I'm getting close, then I'm going to call Serenade, because she's the only one they're the only one I know is still around. I believe Sim went on a holiday, and
yeah, he did. Sim went on holiday to with his dad, and Spectre has gone underground because he's got his mom to deal with. So they're busy. Yeah, you probably make that call. Probably interrupt this cafe scene. Before we get into the cafe scene, let's take, like, a quick, let's say 10, because we've been here for an hour. I'll take 10. We'll do this cafe scene, and then we'll figure out who Sulit wants to call, and then we'll start bringing you all together and shenanigans. So BRB, 10 minutes.
Do you have new headphones or I don't know?
Yeah, technically. These are the same type of headphones I used to use before, way back when I started doing this, but they broke. And then, but well, technically they weren't even mine. I took them off my brother's and accidentally broke them. So my bad. I still owe him money for that. But yeah, he got new ones like these, and then got newer ones, and just gave me these. So back to this. It's better than the tourist earphones I've been using for the past couple of months. So much better anyway.
Cool.
Right, I should be writing these names down.
I only just figured out that you could use the headphones that I was using before as a headset for the computer, and then they broke. So I got this pair, and I got a wireless dongle from a computer, so I could like just use the Bluetooth.
God, I wish this was wireless. Yeah, I mean, long wires, but yeah, when you were like, oh, I just need to stand up and and do a thing, but I can still hear you. It's like, oh my God, why am I not in the future?
I'm at full extension. If I turn away, something awful will happen.
Oh, yeah, let's hope not. All right, so in this carousel of scenes that we're doing, we are at Serenade. May or may not be getting a call from Loki at any moment, or maybe from either Jamie or Loki. But before that, so last time we saw Serenade, they were at the Starbucks, cup of coffee. What did you buy for yourself?
Coffee, obviously.
What kind of coffee?
The cheapest kind. Because I get pocket money from A.E.G.I.S, but I have no other source of income, and I believe my pocket money isn't too great, and I buy coffee all the time with it. So I have figured out that I can use the cheapest and would get me awake, as well as a more expensive blend. And anyway, my taste buds aren't all that good anymore, really.
Yeah, I think every time if Enid's there and she's the one giving coffee, she always says, "You need to develop taste soon." Just.
I believe the implant has taken over my taste buds for more mission-relevant tasks.
Someday we're gonna need to talk about that implant of yours. Maybe after my shift.
Very well.
Yeah, you got 2 coffees. What did you get the same coffee for Ash?
No, I think I invited her, and since Enid told me that this is bad coffee, I will try to get some coffee that somebody here thinks is better than what I'm drinking.
Yeah, it's probably some sort of frappuccino, like cream on top. It looks ostentatious, like for a Starbucks coffee, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, Ash walks in. She still got pink hair. She's still dyeing that. Actually, no, that's the weird thing. She still has pink hair, and it doesn't look like she's need to dye it all this time. Weird.
Like Serenade has any kind of idea about how people dye their hair or anything like that. They have gray hair, light gray hair, so they don't dye it. So.
Yeah, they're anime as heck. So why would they know? All right, yeah. So Ashka comes in and sidles into the seat in front of you and is like, "Oh, you." And she looks at the ridiculous frappuccino and is like, "Oh, is this mine?"
I ordered this. I thought you might like it.
No, it's.
It is very good coffee, I'm told.
I'm sure it is. That's like where she takes a sip. It's like, so I really didn't expect to be talking to you. I don't know if I told you this, but I do want to say thanks again for what you did. You kind of helped me in a when apparently, according to some Aegis suits, I could have blown a hole in reality with what I was doing.
Please don't do that.
No,
Would
no.
be bad.
Oh yeah, no. I've seen that happen, and I don't want to. Oh my god, I've seen that happen. Oh, she realized that, and ugh.
I have never seen something like that happen, but I imagine it is bothering.
It's I kind of had this weird thought because after kind of what happened to me, you just get weird thoughts, like we're living in this reality, and if it gets blown up, or if like something from outside gets in, what are those things like? They're not of this reality. They shouldn't. They'd feel, I don't know. They'd feel weird, right?
I imagine so. I cannot say. I mean, I have this implant in my head that is not. I do not know where it came from. It is alien in origin. So.
Have you had that long? That implant? Sorry
Yes.
if that's a. Oh, okay. Sorry.
It was put in me when I was, I think, maybe a week old.
Oh my god.
It
Well,
integrates better if you use it early.
so is it like not bothering you having that implant?
I know nothing else.
Do you want it gone?
I thought so. When I left the people who put it in me, I thought I could exist or be myself without it, but I'm not so sure anymore. Anyway, it's not possible to take it out without killing me.
Yeah, when I was freaking out, you told me that some things just can't be taken. You have to live with them. You have to control them. I guess you're speaking from experience there.
Yes, but I had, even if it was not benevolent, I had help in teaching me how to control it.
Well, that's good. That's good. You had that help. I think she's kind of like, looks like she wants to dredge up a question, but she doesn't know how to bring it up. I might need some help.
Yes, I am willing to help you.
Oh, I didn't say. Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, this thing I've got, you could blow a hole in reality. It did. It has. You hear these notes, and I know if I just play them in like a specific order or with a specific way, I could do things.
And you want to try that out?
It feels like if the longer I just keep it in, the more it just builds. And
yes, I know what you are talking about. I have this what I have, it's called the Serenade implant, and it's not really music, but it's not really not music, I guess. It's weird to explain. And sometimes you have to let some of this energy go.
what do you do to blow off steam?
I punch things.
Well, usually I like to drum things. Well, I guess that's hitting things as well, but usually it doesn't involve punching people.
I said things, not people.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just.
No, it is fine, but sometimes I go train and punch holes
Yeah.
in. They have concrete walls in the E.A.G.I.S headquarters. That is fine.
Yeah, I guess they're good to punch. Sorry, I was just on Vicky. Well, whereas I guess Agent Sunday. I guess she was telling me about that. Well, she doesn't remember it, but apparently you gave her a pretty good punch.
I think I broke 3 of her occipital ribs,
Yeah.
but I
She's
did not puncture the lung. She was fortunate.
she's still alive, thankfully.
And I did not stab her with the knife. That was not me.
No. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be meeting with you if you stabbed her with a knife. But apparently it was needed. Burnt
Yeah.
that thing out of her. So
Yes. And it was not a fatal stroke.
no, thankfully she's still alive. Otherwise,
I do not believe it was intended to be a fatal stroke.
I hope so, because she's one of the good ones, you know. That thing that she had in, I don't know. She doesn't want to talk about it. She barely remembers any of it, and it's freaking her out. Sometimes it feels like I should resent y'all for what happened to my dad, but that was on him, right? That was his fault.
Yes, he said so. I am sorry, I am not very good at talking about these emotional things, but
No, it's fine. It's no one. We don't have to be good at it. Just have to be able to like do it. You know,
yes.
better than not talking.
I would like to hear you drum this music. If you would want me to.
Yeah, we can do that. Probably not here.
No, probably not. But they
No,
have safe rooms at Aegis headquarters.
to be honest, I don't know if I want to be around that place
Yeah.
anytime soon. I know a place. It's a bit abandoned. It's not gonna be around for folks. It might be a bit hazardous. There was an alien attack on it, so happened there. So, but
Hazardous is good. No, that was the wrong way to say it, but I can deal with hazardous.
yeah, we can be a bit hazardous. She smiles and takes just a sip.
Yes. And I down my coffee. I'm good with hazardous, as I said.
Yeah. Feels like a move fired off there, but I don't know what. Or maybe it's just a nice moment.
I mean, I could try to comfort and support her.
No, it's fine. I think you got there anyway. You don't need to roll for that. I think what's going to happen is you're going to get a phone call, but I'm just not sure from who. So let's cut from you to Jamie.
Who is ringing Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Kevin. I'm back in town, and the Aegis grapevine says that you stabbed someone.
Yeah, to save them.
Doesn't sound like you, Kevin. Shall we meet up?
Sure. I'm a little busy right now.
Where are you?
But you know, the more the merrier. Sure. I'm at. I tell him like the street I'm on at the moment.
Then we see Jamie get into the Aston Martin and driving to the park, and goes looking for Kevin. It's not certain what he's going to find because, you know, that clean cut young student didn't stab people, so he'll be interested to see what Kevin looks like.
Do you want to describe what Kevin looks like again? Because we got that 2 sessions ago, but for the benefit of Jamie.
So Kevin, he looks more. He's got the same sort of haircut, maybe a bit like more styled than usual. He's wearing a sort of track jacket, which at the moment is like a normal track jacket. You can't tell anything different about it. And just sort of white t-shirt. Maybe not a white t-shirt. Maybe one of his geeky t-shirts that you've seen him wear before, and the track trousers. So,
my rank, he wasn't particularly sporty, so so the whole tracksuit thing is a bit kind of he gets the eyebrow, I think. But so what happened, Kevin? You stabbed someone to save somebody. You stabbed Sunday. Now I know that we thought she wasn't kosher, but that's a big step, isn't it?
Well, you see, this is it's a tuning knife, right? It tunes frequencies in between dimensions. So the idea was I used the knife to retune Agent Sunday so that the suit, the entity, the frequency that was infesting her was forced out.
Well, you sound the same. I didn't understand any of that, but I trust you.
I'm the same. I've stopped worrying about what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do things.
Okay. So what are you going to do next then?
Well, right now, I'm going to try and find the suit that we dealt with yesterday. Well, dealt with, we left it in like a pile of fragments. It's recorporated itself sooner than I expected. I was hoping to contain it before then.
I want to work out whether Kevin is on a level. So I'd like to pierce the mask, really.
Go ahead, pierce
so
away.
That's plus mundane, which is +1. 7.
I mean, it's a success, so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, ask 1. What does he intend to do? Is what he's told me what he actually intends to do? He hasn't somehow, because I'm slightly worried the suits have got their hands on him.
So, yeah, what he has told you is what he intends to do. He hasn't, but there's something more to it. Like he's saying he wants to capture a suit, essentially, is what you're getting, and you don't know why he wants to do that.
Yeah, and that slightly worries me, but we'll worry about my worry later. Okay, how can I help, Kevin?
Well, mostly I just need backup because these guys are a pain in the arse. That's how you guys say it back in England, right?
Yeah, that is how we say it back in England. Cool. So what do I need to be ready for? What have you seen them do?
Well, we've seen them. What have we seen them do actually?
Lots of telepathic bullshit, mostly. Most involving dragging out people's memories and using them against them. Like the whole when suit. I don't. You probably didn't. Loki saw this. The suit that was in with Marcus Hyde started dragging up memories to use as a shield. The one you fought at this greenhouse started. When I said making faces, as in literally making like a wall of faces out of its head, out of its face, using people you knew. Like, it tried to use Freak's face against you. That was fun. Yeah, it's a lot of psychological warfare.
Okay. Yeah. So, yes, well, they'll try to fuck with your head. So they'll show you the things that you fear, things that the people that you care about in pain and that sort of thing.
I hate
So it's the worst, right?
I prefer a physical threat, but if I can help, I will.
Yeah. What I really need, though, we're really going to need is Serenade. Yeah. I'm going to need to call Serenade. Did I call Serenade already?
How's she been?
She's doing good.
How have they been?
Sorry. They're doing good. They've been, I think they're coming out of their shell a bit more, getting more, they're getting more better with people.
Good, good. Oh, well, off you go. You do what you need to do.
Cool. I would need you to roll the pierce the mask.
Sorry, say that again.
You suddenly went quiet.
Yeah, I was going to tell you something, but you would probably need to pierce the mask again to have noticed. So
I'm happy to give that a go. +1. Oh, that's 12.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
You are transparent to these potent eyes.
God. All right. Ask your 3 questions. And then I'll cut to Michael and bring him into the scene. But yeah, ask your 3.
What are you really planning?
I'm really planning. So yeah, it's clear from the way he's speaking, he's no fan of the suits. He whatever he's up to, it's to try and take them out in some way or form. I think you're muted.
Yeah. And I suppose this is just confirming that what you want me to do is just to provide backup. Because I'm more concerned now than I was when I started this conversation.
Yes, or possibly bait. Who knows?
Well, I have to say I was wanting to test whether I am a tethered goat in this scenario. So, if you want me to be precise, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to be a tethered goat?
To be honest, he's not really. You get the sense that he's not really sure what you would, what your part in this plan. He didn't plan on you being here, so it's like I think he's just more for his own peace of mind. Doesn't want it to do it alone.
Okay, last question. How could I gain influence over Kevin?
I think, do you not already have influence?
You already have influence over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just testing the idea of whether I could shift his labels in a directive way. This won't give me influence. I'm just curious what would I have to do in order to get influence? I think that's the way the rule works, isn't it?
Yeah, when you take influence over them again, you shift their labels.
Don't be just another government stooge.
Or I'll get stabbed. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hard frame Michael for a bit. Let's say this is after you finish your test. With you finished your test, and school's kind of out. And are you in a hurry to do what Agent Corellius told you to do? I'll just ask, and I'll just ask. So I
Harry, no, but I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, fair enough. I think you get a familiar, like your mind's opened up a bit, and you get a very familiar, like, well, not very familiar, but you know this like signal, or you know this frequency, because you had to help Spectre get out of that frequency. But yeah, last time you felt this frequency was at that auction, where you bought those robots.
Tuning knife.
Yeah, it's that tuning knife. And yeah, it's gonna lead you directly to the park.
Yeah. So I don't know that he has it. So I don't know it's leading me to him, basically.
Yeah, you don't know that he has it, but you know that thing which y'all fought to like
Yeah,
make sure.
it feels big.
Yeah. So yeah. I think I'm just framed that you're arriving at the park. I think it'll lead you to the greenhouse where the two of them are, for sure.
I'll probably be walking for now. So I'd look like a normal person.
Yeah, but you'd recognize Loki, for sure.
Yeah. And I'll probably sense that it's coming from him.
Yeah. So yeah, this normal person just walks into this greenhouse.
Which you totally recognize.
Yeah. Like to Jamie, it's just this looks like just another punter. Loki, you probably kind of recognize this person. You worked with one time. I don't know if you recognize them, but maybe.
I made his biggest fan fall asleep. So.
Purple! It's been a while.
Come here, Michael. What's up? Kevin, right?
Yeah. Kevin's fine.
Something's weird. What are you doing here? Are you out of your?
doing here?
You're out of your outfit, right? Of your usual outfit.
Yeah, a bit more casual.
Yeah. I sensed something that seemed important.
Oh yeah?
Yes, actually, I felt it last time that when we walked together.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm taking care of this. Pack my jacket.
Wasn't A.E.G.I.S in all of it? So?
Yeah, but I think my hands are safer than A.E.G.I.S's.
I wouldn't say no. Okay. What are you doing here with that?
I want to pierce the mask.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This guy, I haven't seen him in months. He just shows up right here, right now. What the hell?
Well, you are correct. Crazy thing.
So that's 8 in the dice. My mundane, I think
0.
it's gone down. Yeah, 0. So that's just an 8.
Ask a question.
What are you really planning?
Am I really planning? To understand what the hell is going on and why I was told to check if you are one of those things, or if you are connected to one of those things. The suit. That's what I'm really planning. So, I basically just say, actually, I've heard about you not too long ago. Is it true?
That's all?
Is it true?
Is what true?
I think you know. Also, who are you?
Yes, I stabbed Agent Sunday. She got better.
What was the point?
To get the extra dimensional shit bag out of her.
You mean one of those suits things?
Yeah.
Actually, I was sent to work on those a little. They're not
So
very.
your mic is still doing the thing.
I was sent to work on them a little. They're not that big. Like, I don't know what's wrong with A.E.G.I.S, but A.E.G.I.S has always been wrong.
At this point,
Yeah.
I'd like to roll for when you have time to closely observe your opposition before a fight. Roll plus savior, because I'm not certain he's not a threat.
Okay.
Never be certain he's not.
Fair enough.
So that's 2d plus 2 for savior. Ooh, close thing, 7. I hold 2, which I will just keep in my back pocket in case this goes pear-shaped.
Oh my god.
So wait, what you're doing here? So wait, who are you? Who is he?
Oh, how do you do? My name's Blonde, Jamie Blonde. I'm with
Blonde?
Aegis.
That's your name, Blonde?
Indeed. Sadly, my hair does not match.
No, it does not. Who named you?
I believe the second Lord Dartmouth.
I see. Wait, what are you two do? Wait, you work for A.E.G.I.S?
Technically, I am on attachment to Aegis from their opposite numbers in London.
And yeah, and I only work for A.E.G.I.S until this suit thing is resolved.
Wait, you do work for A.E.G.I.S right now? Do you?
Let's just say I gave them my notice.
You mean you stabbed someone that didn't send you out?
I believe that was probably about the time I gave them my notice.
I see. So what are you two doing here?
Oh, we're gonna catch ourselves one of these suits.
Oh, one of them is here?
Somewhere around these parts.
And I immediately would open my mind and start sensing. Because those things are like, I guess considers them a big thing, so.
So
And start sensing. Ooh. I would know what they feel like, I assume.
yeah, you don't have to use a hold for this. I think this is simple enough. I don't think you need to roll for this. Actually,
Yeah, there's
yeah. If you open up your senses,
I
that's
assume
an unleash.
What does this look like? Because Jamie is interested to know whether this looks, in any sense, odd.
Right now, I just kind of raise. I don't burn or use any major powers. I just kind of like, whoop, like just kind of look around, and it looks like I'm more than just looking around. Like I'm kind of sniffing and listening, and something else.
Okay, it doesn't look threatening yet.
No, when it will look threatening, you will know. Freak, right? So 7.
All right. So you can take a condition, or this effect is unstable or temporary.
Let's start with conditions. I'm feeling weird, but that's not one of the conditions.
Nah.
It's not guilty, because I'm not guilty about snooping after them.
I mean, it could just be unstable or temporary if you want. Like you're just sensing if they're in the area, right?
Yeah, I guess I want to like a direction or something, basically. Like, that's it. So they might move. So
yeah, I mean, you'll get a direction. It's just I think the temporary part is that you're not gonna be. You just know the direction, not
that they move.
yeah. So do you want to just say Do you want to just be temporary? Then?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you get. And I think during that time, an Agent Coriolis has gotten you to like look through like people's minds. You've got a taste of what the suit's frequency feels like, and it's oily. It is that sort of thing where, I mean, you weren't there for that conversation, but this is what Ash said. This is a thing from another dimension. It is fundamentally created from laws that are different from our laws. It's malignant in that sense. So you get that clammy, oily feeling, and it's definitely leading into a direction of sort.
I pointed it and I said, I think it's there. That direction.
It's going outside the park, and low-key, that is kind of like the direction that it's pointing towards, the same direction that your device is kind of pointing up. And funny thing is, when you point at that direction, you can't see this because there's city in the way, but when there's a few panels where the comic is going through like that direction, the streets, and it ends on a Starbucks. So let's cut to Serenade for a moment. Serenade, you and Ash probably make plans. So like, oh, we'll do drumming at this. Oh,
Yeah.
are you busy? When are you busy? Are you busy today? And you have plans. You're meant to meet up with your friends.
Yes, I have a training schedule anyway, and I am asked for a report or something or else, right? Because I think I have to report in every once in a while so they can see where I am.
Yeah, and I think Ash says like, oh, like if I'm gonna do performance for you, I need to practice. I don't have to like actually make music, you know. I can just like do. I just make, you know. I just imagine it. You know, this is what the mind's for.
I do not know, but I trust that you do.
Yeah, she seems excited. I think
I'm excited too. I just can't show it.
Aw. Yeah. So she kind of gets up, and I think you're probably like getting up to like go when kind of like the world stops for a moment, or first it stops. Like it looks like time is frozen. You're not like scared because Enid shows up kind of next to you, and it's like, can I ask for a favor?
Yes, of course.
There is a guy walking up to this Starbucks. I really don't want to talk to him, and I need you to like make him go away.
Should I do this in a subtle fashion, or can I be blunt?
You know what? Be blunt. You know, I tried to be subtle before, but you know, no, you need
Okay.
to be blunt. Yeah, like she looks ashamed to have to be asking you this, and she's like,
Do not worry, I'm good at being blunt.
"Oh, you're magnificent at it. Don't punch him.
Oh,
Just okay. All right, maybe."
and she senses that Serenade totally thought about that being blunt meant punching him.
Well, I mean, if he gets annoying, sure, but I don't know. He's very fast, so I don't know if you could punch him, but just make sure he doesn't get to the Starbucks. I really don't want to talk to him right
Yes, okay, I will. Please tell me who he is.
now. He's an ex.
Yes, but I do not have a mental image of your exes in my mind.
Oh, okay.
There are multiple people out there. I should maybe know who to be blunt to.
Okay, hold on. She kind of like scrunches up her face for a moment, and there's a kind of comes out a man next to her, tall, horribly good looking, looks like Jamie Dornan.
Wait, is that Mr. Wyatt?
Oh yeah, it is totally Mr. Wyatt.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's God. Agatha has such a taste. Yeah. So yeah, you see this guy, and it's like, yeah, he's headed this way. I know what he wants to talk about. We've had this talk far too many times, and normally
I will tell him that you do not want to speak to him and that he should go, or I will punch him. And then I go before she can say anything else, because this seems pretty clear situation to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once you can step out of the Starbucks, back to normal. Everything looks fine, and yeah, you see, this guy, Mr. Wyatt. He's got his coat off and he's holding it back in the true like, yeah, he's got his coat off and he's got like a box underneath his hand, underneath his arm. He looks He looks like he's just getting used to walking at this motion. For those who don't know him that well, Mr. White is a speedster. Yeah, he's walking up the street. I don't think he'll notice you because you're just some.
I'm going to get up in his face, so I'm totally looking at him into his eyes. That it's pretty clear that I'm coming for him.
Yeah, he sees that and is like, do I?
Hello. No, you don't. But if you want to go to the Starbucks, please don't. She does not want to talk to you. Leave.
Roll provoke.
Sure. What do I roll provoke with? Superior, right? I'm not that superior. I'm not very superior. I guess the Serenade doesn't even look very physically impressive. But I got a 9, so that's okay-ish.
All right, that's good. That's good. Let's see. On a 7 to 9, they can instead choose to stumble, err, or overreact. I think they're gonna be like, they're gonna stumble. So they're like, wow. Wait. How? Well, I shouldn't be asking that. Of course, she didn't know. She probably knew I was here. I was coming like 10 blocks away. So why is she? So tell me, why isn't she coming out to tell me this?
Because she does not want to talk to you. Because I believe she thinks you would start to argue like you are arguing now with me.
I don't want to argue.
But you are.
Well, I'm arguing with you. I'm not arguing with her.
Why are you arguing with me? You could just leave. She does not want to talk to you.
Okay. All right, fine. Can you give this for?
We got a sense of direction towards the Starbucks. Is there any chance we see this altercation developing?
Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah, so the three of you probably having some nice banter in a way. Like, hey, Loki, do you remember when Spectre just jumped through that window and landed on a flying car? Yeah, that was fun, right? That sort of banter. Yeah, you see Serenade talking to this guy. This guy. Serenade looks irate, I assume.
No, Serenade looks totally calm. She's a bit in his face. Maybe she's there. They're not usually standing that close to people. That's unusual. But otherwise, they are totally calm. This is not a situation where they are angry or anything because they've told him and now he should go.
Yeah. But I think that Jamie, you see Serenade talking to a stranger.
Then this could go horribly wrong. But for now, I think we'll let it run.
Okay, look, can you at least give this? Is it okay if I ask if you can give this to her? And he reaches out the box. It's a shoe box that's been given like wrapping paper. All right, but
she said nothing about this. I can take it. I assume it's not an explosive.
No.
Good.
No, that'd be. What? Now, why would I want to do that?
I have no idea.
Why don't you?
Go.
Okay. Are you trying to? Yeah, Ares is suggesting if you want to pierce the mask, unless you really don't care about this guy.
No, I don't care about this guy. I just told him he should go, and he's standing around talking because he's an adult, and adults like talking. I know that, but I will take his box, and then he can go. He's not yet annoying me.
Not yet.
But he's getting closer.
He looks like he should go, but can I at least get your name? Because you seem
I
like
do not have a name.
Oh. He looks at it, it's like, what? Why is that?
I do not know your name, but I know that you are supposed to go. I do not want to talk to you either. And Enid told me if you were annoying, I could punch you. You don't want me to punch you, so please go.
God, I think this is a second provoke, but you got a +1 from when he stumbled.
Yes, okay. Let's see what I'm rolling now. Oh yeah, I've got a 10. No, I've got an 11 even.
Jesus, the dice are this dice roll room has
has loved us since we started. Yes, it's terrible. We never get XP.
Yeah, you're never getting XP unless you just like each other so much at the end of every session.
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, on a 10 plus, yeah, he's they do what you want. And he's like, okay, fine. Oh, I hope she likes it.
So while this is going on, by the way, Loki turns to Jamie and say, "See, I told you, she's making new friends."
Yes, and interacting in a more varied series of media. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. He sees that you are a wall that he's not going to be able to get through.
Oh.
So he just gives you the box, puts on the coat, and he doesn't walk away. He speeds away. So you see this, and everyone sees this. That he just kind of just disappears.
Can my implant track him while he's doing that?
Oh,
Because
God.
this is interesting now. This is a question I'm really willing to entertain. This is interesting. This is a challenge.
Okay,
I'm not
right.
going to punch him. I just want to know if I ever had to, could I?
All right, this sounds like an unleashing your powers.
No, I don't want to unleash any powers. I just want to know if there was a chance, if I had a chance, or if I had to plan for other enclosed spaces or something. If I
I think you need to have planned it out. I guess you can't just do it now, obviously, because he's gone. But you probably could have. So so the three of you see this guy speed away,
and you see Serenade looking after them with a bit of a questioning glance, and then a slight smile, like yeah, and then they turn around and see you.
She's changed out of all recognition.
And they see
all recognition. Sorry, I will get that right by the end.
Yeah. I'm struggling too. So
what are you guys talking about?
And I'm really smiling when I see Jamie, because I know this guy. This is a person I know, and Kevin, of course.
Hi, Serenade.
I think I will walk over. Hi, Jamie. It is good to see you again, and Kevin, of course, as well. And I do not know you. That is possible.
Don't you work for A.E.G.I.S as well? What the hell,
Yes,
everyone
I
works
do.
for A.E.G.I.S. Wait,
they like to keep their supers close to heart.
Did you three work together?
I still do not know who you are.
Oh, I'm Michael.
Pleased to meet you, I think, Michael.
Hopefully.
You hear telepathy, right? I mean, that's a player question.
Always, all the time from everyone.
Yeah, because from Serenade you will hear two voices. You will hear the human thought pattern, and you will also hear strangely electronic, almost rhythmical, musical, like the crashing of waves or something, or a soft wind blowing like that. That's always when Serenade moves. It's always there. It's almost like there's a harmony between the human thoughts and the electronic thoughts, but it's not perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he won't speak about it. So you three were working together lately? Because you know
Uh,
each other?
I was working with him. I have no idea what to call, how much you know, and what if I should use Kevin or Loki. So I'm just pointing at him. And I used to. Well, I haven't seen him in a while.
Well,
I think I need
I-
to find some way to find out from Kevin whether this guy is on the level. You know, because Kevin's the only person who seems to have come across him before.
you can always ask him immediately in front of my face.
That's what I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering during that rather peculiar exchange with Serenade, I think it's kind of, Kevin, is he okay?
As far as I can tell, I'm not picking him up in the thing, so
Well, that's all that
he's not as
matters.
good,
Then.
at least. But there is where is it?
Yeah. Wait, did you work on the suits as well? Because that's what they're talking about.
Michael, we do not know each other very well.
You don't
And
know what I
you're-
know.
What?
You don't know what I know.
That is true. And that is why I find this familiarity you are showing a bit off-putting.
Uh,
I do not know who you are that you ask me these questions. Are you working for A.E.G.I.S? A.E.G.I.S? Are you a team member? What
no, I
is your
help them.
function?
I'm not a team member. I kind of help A.E.G.I.S. They kind of. It's a long story, but they like my powers, and I help them because I have nothing better to do, basically.
I think that I have no alternative but to ring Aegis and check the clearance. So I can ask Aegis for additional resources, equipment, or information during a mission.
I'm not an agent.
Roll plus soldier.
Go on.
Oh god, 12.
Ooh.
On 10 plus the resources are highly classified and experimental. Take one ongoing, deploying them through the mission. Now, if we take that to be information,
Yeah, for
we
sure.
get a full download of the file, would be my suggestion.
Okay, all right. So I think who are you calling in A.E.G.I.S? Because this feels like a conversation.
I think probably I'm going to ring my immediate superior, whoever that is now, or the records desk.
Yeah, I think. Hold on, let me look at my notes because I need to figure out some things. Yeah, let's invent your immediate superior.
Invent.
Yeah, yeah. I will say the chat. I will experiment and try out a different dice room next week. To say right now, this is ridiculous. You'll never get XP either way. So, yeah. So I think your immediate superior, who will call Agent. Ooh, what's a fun agent name? Agent Lack. That's her last name, Lack. They say that you want the full dossier on Michael. Yeah, I think they sent you the file because it definitely like it seems innocuous enough, because technically this guy isn't on the books as an A.E.G.I.S agent. Like Agent Corellios is kind of like, what is she up to?
And we'll probably mark it extremely dangerous.
Yes, you'll get that in the file. Extremely dangerous, massive telepathic and telekinetic powers. Destroyed a hospital at birth. Aegis took in as a baby, sent them, developing as in foster families. Never pushed into playing part of Aegis until quite recently, when they were a part of a serious training team with Loki. and a bunch of other people. There's a guy named Spectre. There's a guy named Glorious Gecko, who was also part of that team. Everlast, who is said to be working on some research facility in the Midwest. Yeah, from what you can tell from the file, this guy is on the up and up. He's got, telepathic powers. His current handler is Agent Portia Carelios. Glorious Gecko is ridiculous. Jesus, I'll save the story for another day. So what you get from that file is that, well, you know that Michael has problems controlling his powers sometimes. That what he developed his powers at birth, and he's been working autonomously with A.E.G.I.S. A.E.G.I.S kind of sort of raised him. His current foster family is like, they're not agents per se, or are they? Let me double check that.
Not that he
No.
knows.
Not that he
would know. He would know, but he doesn't think so. Like,
yeah. Ooh, he doesn't know, but this file tells you that they're retired agents.
It's Mrs. Smith again, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So fine. I think you needn't give me any more. What it says is that he's flaky but on side.
Yes, those are what Portia's
Okay.
notes say.
And what I'll do is I'll log that +1 ongoing if I need to deploy anything from the file later. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fine.
So, if you don't know me, I kind of, as I said, work with A.E.G.I.S. They ask for my help. Lately, they asked me to find those suits things that they call them, strange things.
So you have what is called, I believe, powers.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
bored.
Oh, good. Not gadgets, powers.
No, that's him. At least it was him. I assume still.
I think he is a genius.
Yeah, so you probably still have some, don't you?
Powers. I have an implant.
He has more and still has gadgets and shit like that.
Of course.
Do you still punch people though instead of actually thinking? Well, obviously you stabbed someone.
It was actually a valid course of action in that situation.
Something with the suit.
Yes.
Those oily things. Wait. You said, and I said that there is one here.
Mm-hmm.
I just read now that trail that the two of you are following has kind of gone cold around this area.
But that was not this strange person who gave me this package.
I think the four of you kind of hear a voice, well, Serenade, you know this voice. You've spent a lot of time with Enid lately, and she says, "Yeah, I guess you could call him strange." And she kind of shows up just next to the four of you.
He gave me this, and I'm giving her the package. It's for you, apparently. I do not believe it is a bomb.
What in its powers? Who is she? Like,
here's the thing you notice as well, Webb, Michael. You can't read her thoughts.
ooh.
Do I know Enid? I don't think I've actually met Enid.
No, you've never met her. You talked to her because you're trying to reach Agent Fumero, but you reach her roommate instead, who is Enid.
Yeah, if I notice that I can't read it, I will either think she's a robot or not here.
Oh yeah, no, she's totally here. It's just that she has more years on you as a telepath.
Yeah, no, she would probably. I'm not gonna try harder because I don't think I should. Because I think she's a robot.
Yeah, I think she looks at the package and she kind of hesitates to grab it, and she looks at you, Serenade, and said, "Did he say what was in there? What's this?"
Should I have asked?
No, it's fine. It's probably.
You probably should have.
Look, If
I'm-
Wyatt wants to hurt me, he kind of has a right to do that. And
No, you are my friend. I will not grant him this right. And I'm
So-
being a little belligerent at that.
Serenade, we're friends, but you don't know you don't know much about me. And she's reaching for the package. I'm gonna let her have it.
Yes, sure, but I say, but isn't this what it means to be friends, that I do not have to know everything about you to care?
Funny, I don't think I've ever had the luxury of being able to do that. It's kind of a know everything or know nothing thing with what I've got.
Oh,
Yeah. So she reaches for the package, and
and I'm looking at Michael and say, I'm more in the know nothing category.
okay.
That's just a fact. The way Serenade said it, it's not something. It's just a fact for your information. There is no great feeling attached to that.
Okay. All right. I just looked at the clock, and I had a thing planned, but again, we have 5 sessions, so instead, unless you want me to spring a thing, actually no. Actually, no. We'll take a break so I can think on what's gonna happen once Enid gets his package. Let's take another. Let's say, yeah, good. Let's see, not 4 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. We'll take 5. Come back at 51. Here we. I don't know why Serenade keeps interacting with the sad the sad NPCs that have massive like superpowers.
Yes, because I don't know, maybe
Yes
there's a
is the right.
connection.
Yes.
Because you know the happy characters, they all have things to do and social interactions, and that what Serenade's supposed to do then when they dance or go to a club or stuff like that. That's just like, oh no.
The happy characters also have more friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you all have friends. You're all here together.
Just actually an in-game question then. Just before. So I don't sense suits from any of those three, right?
No. Yeah.
Because that's what I was basically sent to do, to sense if they have suits in them.
Yeah. Well, in the surface.
Yeah.
You know.
So no suits at least. Okay.
Nah. No suits that you
Yeah.
know of. For now.
Good to know.
I've been observing Michael for long enough now, I think, to try to pierce the mask. Because I want to know how to get influence on him, because I'm concerned. You know, Kevin's a kid, but he's a very sharp kid. Serenade is a kid, but is old beyond her years. The loose cannon in this collection is Michael, so I need to know how to get a leash on him.
God, you're such a dad. All right, roll mundane. Add your +1 ongoing.
So I've got mundane 1, and I add another 1. Yeah.
Yep.
That's 9. So on a 9, how could I gain influence over you, Michael?
That's a hard one, because he doesn't really care for weak people.
Sorry, your sound broke up then. Say again.
That's on purpose. Show him you're worth something. But if you want him to care about your opinion, show him you can do something, basically. Like, show him that you're powerful. Like, he doesn't have respect for... He respects you as a person, but he probably knows more about you than you do by now. Without even know, like, he isn't aware of it, but he probably already knows more about you than you do.
Okay. I presume we're playing that as, in order to get actual information, he'll have to unleash his powers.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Show something else on.
Yeah. All right.
Then does he already know how powerful I am?
I wasn't told anything, was I? About powers and stuff.
No.
I suppose I'm just trying to work a kind of sequence of moves here. If in order to get influence, I need to impress him, and how impressed he is depends on how potent.
Basically.
He not be tempted to do that on all of us to see where we sit in his pecking order?
No, he couldn't care less. He knows he's above you.
Okay, I'm just getting confused. Does he care or doesn't he care?
If you want his respect and to tell him that he will take your words as a thing he should listen to, he needs to see that you're worth his time, basically, that you have power, that you know, like, do something that's good. Not necessarily unleash your power, but like do something that he sees as like helpful.
Okay. I think I'm reading that as I need to find some soft targets we can take out so that Michael knows where he stands.
Soft target? How is that useful?
Are you hoping that I don't know, a suit might show up in this place and just start attacking you all?
No, I was more hoping. I think I could do without a suit. What I need is a nice, comfortable Aegis target.
I think right now, since you're hunting down a suit, and we are hunting down a suit, like he would need to see you against the suit.
So
he doesn't think much of them.
Hang on. I think if you're going to move the goalposts, I'm going to struggle.
Yeah.
So, simple question.
Yeah.
What do I need to get influence? I need to demonstrate power.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the simple one.
All right. Well, unfortunately, if you want to fight a suit today, it's not going to be today. Because we only have half an hour, and those things take a bajillion years to fight. Or even if you try to kick them in the nards, which has been done. Yeah. So Enid takes the package. Probably expect something to happen, but no, because she says, yeah, no, it'd be stupid of Wyatt to put a bomb in here anyway. It's not his thing.
Would you not have been able to sense it if he had malignant intentions anyway?
I try not to look into his mind these days. I don't have that right.
Oh, right.
Wait, aren't you a robot?
No, kid, I'm you, but infinitely better.
I bet not.
You reading anything from me?
No, but I didn't really try.
Give it a shot. Do you want to give it a shot?
I'm thinking. Sure, why not?
Okay, all right. You're a plus freak. This is a simple unleash. You're not. She's not a threat. You're not going to get into a fight right now outside of this Starbucks.
I will ask her though if she needs me to remove him, because he threatened her just now.
She asked. 9.
All right, there we go. Do you want to take condition or the effects since they were temporary?
I'll take a condition.
Cool.
I'll take insecure because of what you said.
Yeah. So the other three, this doesn't look much, but yeah, it takes a bit of effort for you, Michael, because I mean she's not infinitely better, but she's had years on you. Like she's had lots of years. So to the three of you, it looks like her looking at you with a quirked eyebrow, with a tired quirked eyebrow, because she's on the tired adult category, and you probably like trying to look like trying to look cool, but it's a strain. It's like you are getting through. You're trying to get through these walls that she's put up, and then she kind of like. There's a moment where she kind of smirks and says, "Well, you've got a bit of heart, so maybe I'll let you have a peek." But when like she lets you peek, because you've been straining so hard, you throw the mental door open as wide as possible, and she kind of like the eyes kind of widen, and you catch like a weird kaleidoscope of images that you just barely gonna get a hang on. There's a shot of that guy Wyatt getting punched in a prom in a prom setting by this British kid. There is a shot of a much younger her and this boy doing the Macarena. I think yes. I think that's what I described all those months ago. Fucking hell. There is a shot of. There's two more shots. One of her and that guy holding hands as kind of like this like building kind of crumbles around them, and there's a one final shot of her in an apartment kind of just standing, and behind her kind of silhouetted against the window a suit. So that's a quick moment, and then the door slams shut and you're kind of thrown back almost physically.
Not infinitely.
Just about.
Ha. What was that last one?
You're after these suit things, right? I don't bother trying to deny it. I already know. I just need to hear it from your voices.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant to do. I need to find them.
A week or so ago, they attacked me and they got a drop on me, which, frankly, is not fun.
How did they get the drop on you?
I don't know. I called a friend to do me a favor. When they got to my apartment building, and I can sense them because that's what we do. When they got to their apartment building, something leapt from their mind, something I'd missed, and grabbed onto me. Because the thing with what we are, purple or web or whatever you want to call yourself, Michael. Cool, yeah, Michael. What we are to them, we're broadcast towers. We stand out. If you're not prepared, they can use you like a missile or a catapult or a cannon. Use you to jump from one person to another from any distance. They tried to do that to my friend. I've done some heinous shit. And I'd like to think I'm trying to make up for that. But they don't get to do that. They don't get to just use me or anyone else. So whatever the hell for you are doing your this investigation or whatever, I want in.
I look at the three others and like, she wants into something. I don't know what this is.
Wherever it was here, but it's gone. It just slaps the D3 device a couple of times.
Yeah, it's not here. It's here. The trail's gone cold.
I don't think you should slap that.
No, that's terribly useful.
Hey, I built it to take some punishment in the field. It'll be fine.
Isn't the tuning knife inside of that or something like that?
Yeah, that's a thing that.
Yeah, you shouldn't slap
D3,
that.
I think this is a D3 device. I don't know if I've maybe like combined the two things or what, but yeah, maybe.
Something we need to talk about. Yeah, actually, give yourself like a few minutes, see if when Sabine comes back, because she probably have a lot to say to Enid about this. Is this concerning?
Did you guys know she was attacked?
Jamie would know because he used that intel on Enid.
I don't even really know her, so I don't think I would know anything about it.
Yeah.
All I know
you as a player
is
know
what's in the file, the very kind of superficial file, the risk assessment I got.
Yeah. Yeah, she got attacked. There was a debriefing of Melkor / Varga Rocks, who was that friend who was attacked like a couple of sessions ago. All right. Give it like Sabine like a few more minutes while I draw up this brand new conspiracy map.
New map, that one on the wall next to you is gone.
Yeah, no, it's just like I've had to draw a new map for each quarter anyway. Oh, not quarter, each third anyway. I didn't expect to have to draw a new map, but Ferret had to drop out, so like, and there was enough change. Like, okay, yeah, I didn't expect Enid to be on this, but she's on this map now. Oops. Okay, cool. Oh, right. Okay, so is there any like, because I think yeah, I don't know if we're getting, I think I'm more interested in setting up stuff for the next session, like just this is I like a space we're at to like tease in, because honestly, yeah, Michael was a bit tricky to like figure out how is he gonna mesh it with these people, and the easiest answer is just okay, throw it at them and see if he meshes with them. Like Jamie is being just a dad.
He's just gonna force himself in. That's what he does.
Force himself in. God. Actually, I'm gonna message Sabine, see where they're at, what's happened. Oh no, it's a message from someone else. Okay, so give them one more minute, and then I'm kind of like start setting up. So I'm gonna ask y'all like where does each character go from here, and then I'm gonna start throwing a bunch of cliffhangers at y'all. So yeah, this map is finished, and I need to start using it. Okay, so just like breeze through that. Enid said, yeah, they went in, and the suit's presence here has, they were at this area, but either the trail's gone cold, either managed to shook you off, or whatever they were planning, they've decided to back off for now. Because the four of you are so intimidating. Well, intimidating enough that y'all have been targeted. Well, not Michael, but the rest of you have been targeted repeatedly, for sure. Okay, so what's kind of like, what's the feeling? Actually, let me ask, how's each character feeling at the moment? Start with Jamie.
Jamie is concerned because he has no skill set in relation to all this mental shit. And so he is concerned about this. So he is currently nervous. If he was going to mark a condition, it would probably be insecure.
Aw. Poor Jamie. Oh, Loki, how are you feeling?
Frustrated.
Yeah.
Like I had the plan all worked out, and I was going to start putting it in motion, and the thing got away from me.
Yeah, turns out, it's not gonna happen in one row. How's Michael feeling?
Curious. This seems like it would be something worth his time. Also, these people really don't like him around, it feels, so he's having fun.
Okay. Okay.
I liked you fine until you made fun of me.
When? How?
Oh, the punching people.
The what?
I don't know. It's not in character, but I'll go into it because it's like one of my stars.
Okay, we'll get to that later. So yeah, I think what's gonna happen is Enid probably like looks at the package and it's like, let's chat tomorrow. I need to deal with this shit. And she kind of like beckons Serenade to come with her. And yeah, so it's been a day of reunions. It's been a day of new information, some new friends, old friends. What's kind of like when we turn this comic book issue? What do we see each folk at the end of the day? Starting again with you, Jamie. Sorry, I keep going for you first, Alan, because you're at the start there.
I think that we will see Jamie reading anything he can on telepathic or other threats.
Ooh. That might be a role we'll have to do at the start of the next session. Oh, sorry, Sabine just got to me. Their internet provider crashed totally. There another one, might be slow. I'll just tell them we're just about to wrap up. I'll take some final shots. Final shots of each character. Yeah, how does Jamie feel? Oh, yeah, you already said Jamie feels. Oh, give them a minute. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, but you probably have a terrible echo because this is the loudspeaker of my laptop right now.
No, that's okay, actually.
Okay.
I'm having to come to terms with you not being in front of a bookcase, though. That's really
that's really weird.
That's an issue.
Yes, this is a laptop, though. I can just move around and get back to my chair, which is more comfortable anyway than sitting on this bed thing over
No, I'm
there.
just glad you're back. We were worried about you.
No, my internet provider seems to think it doesn't have to work, or the satellite fell from the sky or something. I have no idea what that's about, but I have another internet provider because I'm terrible at getting rid of my contract. So, hello, are you still there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're also here.
Because I have a weird message here, but I'm just.
That's probably.
We can hear you. We can hear and see you.
Yes, I'll get my earphones, though. I think that might be better.
Yeah.
Because this is weird, having you guys talk in my room.
Fair enough.
Can you say something, please?
Something has
Yes,
to
okay, perfect. Perfect. That's much better.
Go.
Yeah.
Great, okay.
Yeah, so we were basically wrapping up that scene. It said that, yeah, she's in, and we should probably talk at another place, preferably not outside the Starbucks. She kind of has a package. She's holding it kind of gently, and she kind of beckons you, Serenade, to come with her away from the group, and we're kind of like just getting some final shots of each person as we kind of wrap up and start coming up with cliffhangers. Probably start reusing some. Yeah, I think yes. So Alan just said that Jamie is feeling out of his depth. Poor Jamie, because his skill set doesn't cover telepathy. So he's reading up everything about telepathy, whatnot, and we'll see how that role goes. Actually, you know what? Let's do that role now, so we know what's kind of like the final shot of Jamie's face. So this is another like ask Aegis for resources.
Okay.
Roll.
These dice never fail. I'm afraid that's 10 again.
Pork. Okay, I'm gonna experiment with a different room next week, but I will keep the link to this one before the finale. Yeah. So here's what you get.
I mean, I'm prepared to abstract it in the moment, because depending on what threat turns up, I can then use the +1 ongoing against it.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to force you to define stuff.
Yeah, well, I think I got an idea for stuff. I think I'll give you the gist of it and we can flesh it out next week. But I think you asked for like resources on dealing with telepathy, and some strings are pulled, probably by Agent Romero, who's kind of leading this whole investigation into the suits. And her pulling strings accomplishes two things. One, it tells the folks in the investigation that that you're on the up and up, that you're clean, so to speak. So at least for Michael's itinerary, that's fine. Jamie's fine, and two, it gets you a thing, and you'll get that thing next week. It'll get you a nice thing. So I'm going with other character keeper. Serenade, you want to talk to Jamie just before, so we can flash back a bit before like everyone breaks away. If you want.
Yeah,
that.
I just wanted to, I don't know, brief him a bit, because I realize he probably hasn't even seen a suit yet, unless his own, but that is a different kind of suit anyway. And
Yeah.
I really want to, I don't know, talk to him because I haven't seen him in a while and he seemed kind of nice. So
Yeah. We'll probably get like a longer scene if you want next week. You can have like a short brief one if you want to brief him, or yeah, I think before everyone kind of like breaks away from that huddle outside of Starbucks, you can probably like drag him off and tell him something if you want.
Yeah, I just want to say, Agent SULIT, I'm very happy to see you again.
And it's great to be back, Serenade, and working with you again, because you know we went through some rough patches a couple of weeks ago, Serenade, and I just want to make sure we get off to a good start this time. And you know, I feel more like a friend now than a handler. I hope you'll treat me that way.
I am glad that you said that. I feel like I might have outgrown the whole handler thing a bit. You know, there was some trouble here with those suits. You were there, I believe, when we rescued Mrs. Smith, and I confronted the suit in Kevin's basement. But you did not see them, I believe.
No, that's right. I know what happened, but I didn't actually see them. And in terms of the handler thing, what I want to suggest is I keep filling out the paperwork, because they will just allocate somebody else if it's not me.
I believe I might have done some things with bringing the Suze thing back into light, that I might talk to the director about needing such close supervision, actually, because I haven't needed to fill out a report for a few weeks yet now. I mean, they keep piling up, but nobody's talked about them to me. So I believe they are just ignoring that for the moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it just needs to be signed and filed, it doesn't matter what's in it. The machine just needs to tick a box.
I do not want to give the machine that satisfaction.
Okay.
And I'm looking a bit over to Kevin and start a little bit to imitate, unconsciously, obviously, his posture, like, yeah.
I think Jamie, if he was going to assess the situation now, the concept of Serenade going delinquent just scares the living willies out of him.
Yeah, probably not too wrong about that.
So I think it's you know, very, very light touch now.
Yeah, maybe better. Yeah. That's it.
I think after if we had any conditions, I think we'd be rolling to comfort and support there.
Yeah,
we can try that. We can still try that,
because we can add stuff to the pool, can't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or mark a condition, or shift labels or something like that. Sure.
So
Doing the comfort and supporting.
yeah, I mean, mine is 2D plus 1.
Do you have influence over Serenade?
Oh, that's true. Good question.
I think he does.
Yeah,
I think
you
I
should
did.
have, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it never went away. Do I have influence over you?
Yes, I think you do.
I think so. Yeah, I do.
Still allowed to put some-
Well, on my part, I've just rolled 8 plus 2 is 10 again.
Oh, okay. All right. So on a 10 plus, you can. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can also add a team to the pool or clear condition yourself, Jamie.
Yeah.
God. Which one?
Sorry. They hear you. They mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels if they open to you. So what does Serenade want to do?
I don't want to shift labels. I don't want to clear a condition because I don't think I have one, but mark potential is very nice because that means I get an advance. And I have an idea for that.
Oh,
2, actually.
God. Oh, God. Okay.
Actually done some preparation. That's why I was so happy that you were 5 minutes late, though. That was my preparation.
Nice. All right. Okay.
Or should I comfort and support Jamie or try to?
Are you trying to?
Yeah,
Tell me
sure,
what
I'm
you're doing.
trying to.
Okay.
I mean, it's all part of the journey.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
part
all
of
right.
the journey. I
Both of
might
you,
mark more. I'm rolling my physical dice because the dice
Yeah.
roll is gone, and anyway, I don't want to roll another 12 because that's boring. And I shouldn't roll fake dice because that's not all that helpful. I'll use these pretty metal dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've rolled a 4, so I'm a 2. I'm terrible at dice.
Wow.
Yeah, my mundane is -2. So
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Take a potential, and I'm gonna hold on to that.
yeah. Well,
You have changed the tenor of this cliffhanger that I'm gonna spring on this session quite differently.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
So, Michael, what's the last we see of you, and how are you feeling? Having met all these weirdos who probably don't like you.
The last you see me, flying somewhere, having fun. Yeah, basically going to sleep in the sky because that's where he goes to sleep usually because he can't stand the mind of other people when he goes to sleep.
I think probably before you go to sleep, I don't know how she finds you, but there's Agent Corellios. She's like,
phones.
How? I'm very curious on why you'd want to sleep in the sky when there's like bugs and rain and birds up there, but you're super powerful. I assume you just bat them away, right?
Sure, if that's what you want to think. What?
Yeah. How's the thing? The investigation thing.
None of them have a suit in them, that's for sure.
Oh.
And they seem to be looking to hunt them down, so that seems like a good thing.
Wow. Oh, those kids. Joe, the director, gave them like a get out of jail free card, and that you don't have to be involved in this. You can just walk away. We'll give you paid vacation and whatnot. Like, and they decide to like just keep on the hunt. They're almost as bad as my girlfriend, really.
That's actually interesting. So you're saying it's important to them?
Yeah, and like they're not like, it's weird, superheroes. I just really don't get it. Like, I mean, I know why it's important. I can see it in the calculus in my head, and and Vicky has tried to tell me every now and then that it's very important, protect the world and whatnot. But I don't know. At the end of the day, to me, it's a bit, it has to be like numbers or whatnot.
Maybe. How dangerous are those things that they're all over it all the time and not taking breaks?
Sorry, say that again. You broke up a bit.
How dangerous are those things considering they're not taking any breaks? They stabbed someone.
Oh, I know. That girlfriend of mine, that's the one they stabbed.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah,
Okay. I heard he's
I
okay.
know. And no, me sending you after them is not a vindictive thing. Because
Sure.
I'm far too logical. Don't you start. I know you can look into my mind and you say otherwise, but no, it's my word against yours. And in the eyes of the law, big old tired adult, you're a kid.
Of course. So yeah, sort of like you made me sense them a bunch of times, but I don't feel like any danger from like that much danger from them.
Well, at least I can kind of trust you on this. Look, they may not be like danger in the way the suits are, but you can kind of get a sense that they're get a bit unruly. Like, I'm not gonna make you. You don't have to do this. You can just fly up there, stay in the sky if you want. But look, just keep an eye. That's all right. I'll make it up your while. I'm sure you have something I can do for you. Just keep an eye on them for now. They've made themselves important.
Okay.
God, you're exceedingly amiable. Whatever you want from me, it better be like, look, you should know. I only have like a salary or whatnot. It's A.E.G.I.S salary. I'll make it up your while anyway.
I'm currently in the sky trying to sleep. Do you think I have anything better to do?
Goddamn superheroes. All right, okay. All right, you go stay in your sky. I'm gonna go take the bus. I'm gonna go to my girlfriend and tell her that she doesn't need to get out of bed because she wants to get her job. I'm just gonna walk then.
You should force her to stay in bed. Tie her down.
She gives you a look and then walks away. Sleeping in the sky, for fuck's sake. Loki, what's the last we see of you?
I think Loki is at home in his room, just sort of kind of spaced out, like looking spaced out and sort of making gestures with his hands in the air, like he's, operating some sort of computer or something. And he just sort of flickers of light in his eyes from the interface, which he's using, and he's just sort of muttering, and then he's basically trying to work out how it got away from them, and this might be me metagaming a little bit, but I think he's muttering. His head sort of cocks up in it and says, broadcast towers.
Yeah. Broadcast towers. We've met two of them. The last couple days. I think, yes. So here's the cliffhanger, which now I realize wouldn't have happened if not for that failed roll. Where are you sleeping tonight, Serenade? Are you back to A.E.G.I.S? Or you're muted.
This thing is a little bit slower than my usual
No worries.
thingy. I don't know. Sleeping. I've drank coffee. I should be good for another night. And I don't want to go and ask Jamie or Agent Fumero if I can rest now. That's kind of... I hate that I have to ask. I mean, don't hate it, but I have come to resent it a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing out the periods without rest because, Enid doesn't sleep much anyway, so why should I?
Yeah. I think she says that, like, that you're free to crash at their place because they have a 50-50, like, lease on it with Melissa. So like, look, she's fine with it. Your friends want to stay over, and I think we only got to like 60 games in that box. So
I think we will find something that we can play. I like that. If she wants to open the box, though.
Do you mean the other box, the box she got?
Yeah.
From.
Yeah.
Maybe. And I think you have this talk as you're kind of walking up to the apartment. Yeah. Door opens, and this is kind of like, it's eerily how much it kind of like mirrors the shot of Jamie coming back home one day to find the place trashed. And there's that familiar symbol again. And like, but this time there's music playing. And you can't tell where the source is coming from. It's almost like it's suffused through the walls. There's music playing. There's the symbol of the Dreaming Heaven Choir again. The place is wrecked. All those games are tossed out of that box, scattered throughout the floor. The Christmas lights that have finally been taken down, but only because of a scuffle. And there, the music's playing. It's a certain kind of music. It's certain classical music. Is it like a march or a lament? No, I think it's a nocturne is what's playing. And yeah, you feel that in your bones, Serenade. I think the implant wriggles in recognition at this nocturne.
I didn't even know there was a nocturne.
Well, there's a lot you didn't know about the Dreaming Heaven Choir.
That's true.
So there we go. All right, so that's our cliffhanger. Yay! Yeah. So next, so again, I always like to get this on the record. Y'all are fab as always. Thanks very much. You're all just delightful, beautiful people. I'm gonna stop this broadcast now so we can like properly throw stars at each other. Goodbye, YouTube.